bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at center, filling out the middle. And for the Lakers, Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. Luka Doncic is out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Reeves in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
The Lakers with the ball, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Hachimura outside. Doncic with it. Clock at 6. Back to Hachimura. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Not the guy you expect to knock down the answer 3, but Rui was ready to get it done.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Reeves.
Rocking him right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hachimura outside. Pass to Reeves. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. To the middle. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the stripe.
And he's not a very good foul shooter, so that's a heads-up play by the defense there. Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Lakers had been looking for a consistent presence at center, and in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in L.A., I'm told, but this pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, VA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Now Los Angeles with it. Outside Reeves. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And here's Doncic outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. They double Randall. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. Hachimura outside. Here's Vincent. Ayton. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down, that's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
That's good from Doncic. Well, Clark, the Luka trade is perhaps the most shocking in NBA history. What was your initial reaction?
Oh, I was surprised, just like everybody else, B.A. I don't know anybody who wasn't surprised about it. You think about Luka and how he has produced in his time in the NBA. He appeared to be the face of the franchise for the Mavericks. But apparently there was some concern about his defensive effort and also perhaps his conditioning level not being where it needed to be for him to continue to play at the level he's been playing at.
Now here's Conley. Edwards looking for an opening. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Conley against Doncic. Outside Reeves. Three-pointer. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Shooting from a rock-solid base. That gives Austin just the added range he was looking for.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. 1:49 left in the first. No good that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. So they take the lead. Reeves has got 5 now.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Going with a whole new group out there. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Nas Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. Shannon comes in for Edwards. High post Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. To the left wing. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Lakers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that, and it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back to you.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Conley following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the run, it's Hayes with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Back to Smart. Hayes with a screen on Conley. To the paint. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist from Smart.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Conley. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Jackson Hayes, and it's Laravia in at the 3 slot. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. The Timberwolves making it to their second straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6 seed. Gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final. Forcing his way in is Randall. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
Smart against Conley. Left side Reed. Shoots. Reed with the rebound.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Randall deciding where to go with it. The 15-footer. Here's Reed. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Next checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Smart, and then for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed, and it's Edwards in for Clark. Here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Inside, Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Luka has so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Doncic against Conley. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. Rebound by the Lakers. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka's going to cook you.
Conley against Doncic. Back to Conley. From the arc. He buries it from 3. Conley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Conley against Doncic. Up and over Conley. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Now here's Randall. He had 19 points in the win against Portland.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Yeah, it's the most efficient three-point shot in basketball. Good to see Edwards capitalizing from the corner.
Outside Reeves. Doncic passes to Reeves from behind the arc. A rebound by Shannon.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
The kick out to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. B.A., they're tough.
You know what to do. Show us your move. Whoa. Next. You're on the screen.
Will go for a different look here. Aiden, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Laravia is checked in for Connect. And Vincent is subbed in for Reeves. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Randall. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. A minute 22 left in the second. Laravia passes to Doncic. Over Edwards. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
So it's Los Angeles now. following the three-pointer by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Doncic. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Timberwolves lead by 5. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Rebounded by the Lakers. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vincent with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up. Doncic passes to Vincent. Ayton with a screen. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. From deep, here's Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, you know, I'm a busy man, Ernie. You know, I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas, we got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Defense has been a big problem for them, the lack of effort. They need to lock in and get some stops, Kenny.
Yeah, they look lost defensively. Kind of like you in the pick and roll when you had to switch out on me. You look lost. You didn't know what you was doing. You're like, who's that? I was like, I got him out there. Look at that.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm not known for defense.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Julius Randle has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. McDaniels at the 3 with Randle at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. McDaniels with a steal. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randle outside. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the menu. Austin Reeves getting himself a dunk.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Outside, DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a screen on Reeves. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, what Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide." Back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Down low. From the low block. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist from Doncic. Hachimura's got 5.
Hachimura is so strong and physically imposing. He's not bothered by the contact at all.
Randall inside. Hachimura covering. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And here's Doncic outside on target from range. 12 points for him.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
McDaniels, a screen on Doncic. Drills it from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Luka! Lethal!
Luka won't take three-pointers laying down. He's coming right back at you with the answer.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. Randall outside. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
And the basket by Hachimura.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a screen on Reeves. Back to DiVincenzo. Lays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Hachimura from long range. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers High Squad. Let them hear you.
New group for the Timberwolves. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were One of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Smart outside. Here's Connect. The rebound by Shannon.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
Pass to Conley. Here's Shannon. Yet to see a basket. Outside Reed. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 3. Laravia outside. It's Smart on the wing. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. Vanderbilt's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Barron-J. Here's Shannon. He's covered by Connect. To the paint. Here's Barron-J. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Now Smart. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Minnesota up by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Come on, everyone.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jake Laravia. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Smart in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Now here's Laravia. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Juzang comes in for Clark, and Dillingham subbed in for Shannon. And the free throw, no good. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Reeves, the pass to Laravia. Back to Reeves. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Randall. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Conley, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Vanderbilt finds Reeves. And here's Laravia. Pass to Smart. And here's Reeves outside. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
Reeves oozing with confidence on shots like these. Really good job capitalizing there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Lakers.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Connect comes in for Laravia, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Smart. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Conley. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Randall, a screen on Reeves. Edwards, a pass to Randall. Outside Reed. From deep. The offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Hayes finds Doncic. Over Dillingham. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to Dillingham. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen on Reeves. Here's Edwards. Second chance effort. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Now here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Randall. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And some changes here for the Lakers. Aiden, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And Vincent is subbed in for Connect. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels is checked in for Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Here's Doncic. Oh, off target from downtown. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards. Edwards connects from outside.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Vincent outside. And he nails it.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Edwards. Now Gobert. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Hachimura. Doncic right side. Reeves fires. Can't get the 3.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Randall against Hachimura. He got it!
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact and he dishes it out, too.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Ayton. No, it's off target.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Edwards. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Anthony Edwards.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
So it's Minnesota picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.